So another Gary Neville statement that he's put out into the open, guys. Now, obviously, Tom, you had a different opinion on what he said. So what do you think he said?
Well, what he actually said... Are you not going to say what he said first?
Just ask him.
No, say what but you said he had a different opinion to what he said.
Well, Gary Neville's compared Cole Palmer to Cristiano Ronaldo.
But he didn't, though. The way you're wording that is harsh. He didn't. He compared him. That's out of context. He compared him. He was.
Wait, we took something out of context.
Yeah. A lot of people
out of context by the end.
Because
of this
is. I come in. He's like, "Gee, what fucking Gary Neville said about Palmer," and I went, "Did you watch the clip? Did you?" He went, "No."
Wait, isn't that what everyone
does?
This is
exactly the problem. Yeah. Like you've just read a
people
quote.
Don't do
That's what they do that with our show.
Yeah.
The end of the season is near, which means there's now only 3 Super 6 rounds remaining. That means 3 chances to win £250,000 jackpot and 3 chances to top our Super 6 mini league. Use the code PTCH24 to join. Saturday's Super 6 round is now open and you can make your selections over on the app. Simply predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, and you're all set. Where you can also win a £100 classic football shirt voucher every single round. All 3 for the remaining 3. So head over to the Super 6 app now for your free chance at winning the jackpot. Follow the link in the description down below to sign up. Good luck.
No, he said, I actually can't remember the exact words he said, but it was along the lines of, he's similar to Ronaldo, not in ability, but in terms of he either follows the game or can just kind of do what he wants in the sense.
Free roam.
Yeah, because he's so good and delivers, he can just kind of like be allowed to do what he wants. I think that's what he said. I might be misquoting him because I didn't study what he said. But he didn't say.
The person we needed to correct.
No, but he didn't. No, but basically he didn't say he's like Cristiano Ronaldo. He said he's like him in a certain
aspect.
sense.
Yeah.
He basically said, I think what his point is trying to say is Palmer's basically being given this free role to do whatever he wants, go wherever he wants. But that's what you want your most creative player to do, really, isn't it?
But he also kind of hinted at that wherever the ball goes, he goes and follows because he can.
Yeah,
you let him do that. He doesn't have to be set in a role.
But Neville's one was making out as if like we haven't seen a player like that since Ronaldo, Man United. I'm like, we've seen loads of players like that.
But again, I don't. Where have you got that from? He never said that.
No, I just get that. I just think it's weird. That's my impression I'm getting from him. Like, don't get me wrong.
You're putting things in your own head that he isn't saying.
Yeah, but everyone's got to perceive it however you perceive it at the end of the day. And I'm not being funny, Tom. You and I are huge Palmer fans. We think he's absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
We talked about how...
I mean...
You're a hater.
Earlier
in the year, we were talking about how he could potentially be the best player in the world right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't agree with that, but that doesn't make me a hater of him.
To suddenly go from...
There's the quote.
Hang on a second.
Prep's been introduced. Cristiano used to go and play at that point where the team were weakest and most vulnerable. I think Cole Palmer's earned the credit and ability that he's got to put himself in that category. Wherever the game is for Chelsea, he can go and put himself there. A real outstanding talent as someone who Chelsea are going to build around.
So basically, he's saying whoever's at the weak, it's like...
So he'll go and target someone that's having a shit game and then...
Regardless of his position.
Yeah, okay.
It's like the same with Ronaldo. I remember he did it against Albion a few times. He'd get no joy down one side and then go and just switch sides and he'd be like, other winger over here, fuck off. Like I'll go and win as the game. That's what. So Palmer goes and
I completely understand that. But do you think it's like he's had an 18-match run without scoring, 3 or 4 months, really not out of, I guess, sort of out of form, like not up to his standards. Do you think like
well out of form?
One game where he's played well? Don't get me wrong, he played well.
Yeah,
but. He scored a pen.
Hang on. Against a team that's incredibly hungover.
Do you think a reaction like this is warranted?
No, it's very reactionary. But that's football, though, isn't it?
But also, we're not taking away how good Cole Palmer is. But do you think after the period he's had, to put in one good performance? Do you know what I mean?
Do the past few months take away the previous 18
No, but
months?
do you think the performance he put in against Liverpool?
I don't think that's the reason he's saying that.
Do you think? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Do you reckon...
I understand.
Here's one for you. Do you reckon Gary Neville's been waiting to say this for so long?
Probably.
He's gone, right, fucking hell, not another stinker, mate. Can I at least get this quote out or what? I sat here for 3.5 months going, no, come on, Cole, seriously, pal. I've been waiting.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do think that. But again, he's not helped with what he's got round him, is he?
Oh, Nicholas Jackson won them penalty.
Nicholas Jackson is not the. He's not as good as I thought he was.
But they're already looking at like Gyökeres and
not
the
again.
likes.
He needs.
So they want another number.
We have to address it. We'll have a look, guys. Can we pull up the all-time Chelsea goal scorers?
Oh, I've seen this.
Because we'll have a look.
Is this with the Chris MD tweet as well?
I don't know about what
Why
he
is
tweeted.
that? I don't understand why this is so embarrassing.
No, it's impressive. It's genuinely impressive.
Theo Walcott will be second. They've spent £7.9 billion on strikers.
Right.
And in their top 10 all-time goal scorers as a centre-back.
Right.
Come on now.
But they are just cursed.
How long do their strikers stay at the club?
You mean for the Premier League?
Mate, they're
surely
cursed.
like
Yeah, Premier League, yeah.
Roy Bentley, who played in 1940.
I just thought they would have had more goals. Like that's put Cole Palmer's been there a season and a half, 2 seasons, and he's 10 in their Premier League all-time goal scorers.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah, but they don't have a revolving door, do they? Sorry, they do have a they do have a revolving door.
They have changes
of
too
players.
frequently as a striker.
And also Chelsea didn't even win the league until 04. I don't find this that crazy. I don't really get how many goals they expect players to have scored. For
Willian in 11th behind Cole Palmer.
Gus Poyet's in 13.
Theo Walcott's your 7th all-time Premier League top goal scorer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said that earlier.
Yeah, they just need it. They need a striker. Well, a cemented striker.
Are you telling me the number 9 curse is still at Chelsea? Or do you think Nicholas Jackson broke it?
I mean, he's
had a good season. He's not had a bad season.
He's playing better than the previous number 9s. But whether or not that's what the club needs.
He's just not what. Yeah, he's just not that guy. He's not that guy, man. I don't know. I personally didn't find that shocking. I mean,
I've actually found the quote tweets funnier.
Why?
Don't know. There was a lot of fun. Twitter's
like if you look at Everton's top 10 Premier League goal scorers, it's fucking like David Unsworth's in it, Leighton Baines is in it. Like teams just don't have. I think Albion have got fucking Craig Dawson might be in ours. Like
yeah, when you don't have a player that scores like 10, 15 plus a season in the Prem, it's very easy for it to be spread around random players. So as long as you're at the club for a long while,
that's what it is. It's just length of time being there.
Yeah,
you'll probably just get in it. Like
to be fair, Cole Palmer's in top 10 after a year and a half.
Saka's nearly in yours. I found that surprising. Giroud is 5th.
Well, come on, it's Olivier Giroud, man. This is a cult hero.
I know, but I find that's crazy. Fucking Olivier Giroud, big.
And the quality of goals as well.
Yeah, crazy.
Mate, when he retires, everyone's.
But yeah, I think
time.
What's this? Does he make? Yeah, Cole Palmer, England starting 11, definitely for me.
Instead,
it has to, but if he does play it though, where?
In the 10.
Yeah.
What about Bellingham?
Don't care.
Yeah, but come on now.
Well, who would our midfield 3 be like?
Can't drop
Wharton, Rice, and Palmer. I don't even mind that. That's
That'd be my
pretty
3.
You cannot drop Bellingham.
Why? What is this obsession with Jude Bellingham?
There's a long time until the World Cup next year.
Yes, there is.
There's a very long
There
time. But what would you do if Bellingham is having a season of his life, Palmer's having the season of their life? How do you drop either of them? How do you play both? You can't play both because we look at it in the past. You need that Rice with a Wharton or someone like that. You can't drop Bellingham. It doesn't work.
Yeah, well, you play Palmer elsewhere then.
But you can't do that because we tried that with Foden and people like that. We tried it with Palmer.
Anywhere, mate.
Where?
No. Where?
Answer the question.
Bring him on the left.
On the left.
Why not?
Cole Palmer on the left.
You need Gordon on the
Fuck off,
left,
man.
Where are you playing Palmer?
We did this with Foden. Like,
Yeah,
we
so I'm
can't be
saying.
doing that.
Yeah,
No.
what are you doing? Go on. Tuchel. Treacle.
Also,
I actually don't, doesn't he usually set up 3 at the back
I mean,
anyway?
yeah,
so
it's
like,
possibly going to be 3 at the
it's
back
irrelevant
anyway.
for that. Like we wouldn't even have a midfield 3 at that point.
So two tens.
We tried
No, it'll just be Wharton and Rice and then no Bellingham, Palmer, Foden.
No,
drop all of them.
No, it'll be that'd be weird, doesn't it?
Well, it will be.
I personally play Wharton, Rice, Palmer, and then Saka, Kane, and whoever off the left.
Gordon on the left.
Gordon or Rashford, I don't know. Anyone.
So you're dropping Bellingham.
Yeah,
but we might even set up in the back.
I think
4.
Palmer's better. I think Palmer's a better 10 than Bellingham, and I think Rice is a better 8 than Bellingham.
But this is back to his argument of if
But
Bellingham's having the season
we
of
had
life.
this argument last week that Bellingham needs to be in a World 11.
Yeah.
I didn't.
In the no, a lot, but a majority of people would say that Bellingham in that 10 is World 11, right?
That's fine.
So how are we dropping arguably one of our best players?
Because you asked me my team, and that's my team.
And then are we going to fail again because we have an abundance of riches?
Do I think he'll drop Bellingham? No. I think Bellingham will start for England next year. Me personally, I think we have better players than Bellingham. No, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say.
But how do you...
Well, we cross that bridge when it comes to it, but
have we
at
not
this
just
point,
got-
we're like a year.
We're not
away.
fucked. We've got great options. Look at
Too many.
Morgan Rogers. He's an option. Like we've got great options.
That's not a bad thing, by the way. Saying, "Oh, we're going to be screwed because we have too many good players." No, you just have to.
It's
pick the
over
correct
for us. We've got
ones.
too many good
Yeah.
players.
I think, yeah.
Just pick a
Even
good first 11.
Foden. What if Foden comes back to form next season? Like,
Yeah, he just needed a rest, didn't he? I think he's
Just-
too good. not to.
Or if Saka drops off, which I don't think will ever happen,
Never.
then you play someone else off the right, and then you build the team as of when it matters.
I'm not
We
worried.
can't decide now.
We've got an abundance of talent. We'll be
Yeah.
fine, I think.
Interesting. Well, how do you make Palmer's season overall?
I think he's had a good season.
on balance. Yeah, there's a
He still scored like 15 goals.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
yeah.
There's a period where he looked off the ball, but I mean,
think if
he'll
you're
probably
te-
finish. If you look to the season objectively, and at the start of the year, Chelsea finish in top 4 or 5, which matters, and he's contributed quite considerably to that, you'd say, okay, well,
He's the reason they'll get it.
exactly, yeah. So
Okay.
I don't think you can necessarily say that's a bad thing. I mean, Lewis had him in 12th, right? Said Chelsea finished 12th at the start of the year or whatnot.
Really?
So clearly they've obviously, they're doing well.
I think if your number 10's getting you 15 goals and 8 assists in a season, that's a good season.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
No, I agree.
He's probably going to end up with more.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think.
He almost got a worldie as well when he moved it on the post with Allison.
It was unreal. Was what then he fucking
Yeah.
for the first goal. It was so good.
If anything, he shot himself in the foot by playing too well at the start of the year. And everyone went, "Oh my god, he's going to kick on." And
He's also 22. He's going to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
drop-offs.
Yeah.
It's natural.
That's what he said as well.
Did he?
Yeah, he said, lads, I'm well young. I know I'm going to...
Is that a direct quote?
I'm going to not play amazing all the
Gary
time.
Neville